Welcome to Kringle vs. Krampus, a Dungeons & Dragons Christmas adventure. I'm your host Blake Nath, and during this special I'll be taking a party of players through an exciting game of D&D. Dungeons & Dragons is a fantasy tabletop role-playing game created by Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson in 1974. The game is set in a universe inspired by mythology, medieval history, and fantasy novels such as Lord of the Rings. The only things necessary to play are the core rulebooks, a set of polyhedral dice, a few players, and one person to act as the storyteller, most commonly referred to as the Dungeon Master or DM for short. The players create their own characters to play as, designed around different classes and archetypes as described in the official player's handbook. Each character has a set of stat points for different skills and attributes based on their personality and play styles, the main defining attributes being strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. These combined with dice rolls dictate the chances of success for almost anything a player character does. They are written into what is called a character sheet, used to keep track of players' stats as they receive experience points, level up, and gain new abilities.
Welcome to Krampus vs. Kringle. I've assembled a group of adventurers here from the Newcap news office, as well as my friend Gavin from my off-hours Dungeons & Dragons group, and we're going to go on a little adventure. So we'll have everyone introduce themselves and their characters. So we'll start on the left over here.
I'm Connor, and I'm a camera guy here at Newcap. I help make people look good. And my character's name is, I'm Granger Wheeler, and I am a Wood Elf Ranger, and my background's more of a, oh great, I already forgot what my background is, but he's more of that, he's a rugged kind of guy, not very shy at first, but then as he opens up, as he has trust issues, you have to get to know him a little bit more, and he has to be comfortable around the people that he knows in order to kind of fully understand who he really is.
My name's Gavin, just Blake's buddy, who he plays D&D with. I made Dory, the halfling sorcerer, and he's just kind of like a shyster, does like cheap tricks, type of guy you'd see at like music festivals, parties like Kringlefest, doing tricks for money, things like that.
Right on. On to you, Brian.
Alrighty, I'm Brian. I'm one of the news anchors with Newcap News, and I'm playing Dane Roomnaheim, who is a hill dwarf cleric, and he grew up in a coastal village and is of the Tempest domain, so he's all about thunder and lightning, so it's going to be very exciting.
I'm already excited.
And I'm Zach. I work here at Newcap as well. I made young Nelly, a hill dwarf from obviously a different coastal village from our friend Dane, but he lost his family. He's a broken man. He's off to Kringlefest, to hopefully find a new happiness and new purpose in life.
Perfect. All right, so everybody knows everybody. We'll start off our adventure. This adventure is based on The Darkest Night. It is a story written by Shawn Ellsworth. It's available on Shriebality. I hope I'm saying that right. Shriebality.com. We'll put a link in the YouTube description and whatnot if you're watching this online. So we will get right into it. Far to the north, the thriving mining town of Iceville survives long, cold, and dark winters. When the nights are the longest, the people of Iceville light up the darkness with candles, songs, and the exchange of gifts during Kringlefest. The celebration is named after the mysterious Kringle, who long ago brought light to Iceville after the dark days. But Kringle is most loved for giving every child in town a gift during Kringlefest that he made in his magical workshop. It is believed by many that Kringle travels into town on a red sleigh filled with presents drawn by 8 flying reindeer. Kringle silently enters each house, much like a rogue, without ever being seen by children or their parents. In exchange for the gifts, the children leave treats for Kringle, which are always gone when they awaken to find their gift. Nicholas Chris Class Kringle is a benevolent gnome who has made it his life's work to bring light to the people of Iceville. For nearly 500 winters, this ancient gnome has spent each year crafting gifts in his workshop with his helpers. Kringle's workshop is said to be full of clockwork wonders and magical treasures, but its exact location is a secret. Over the years, Kringle put on lots of extra padding thanks to the treats, and he is no longer the young hero who saved Iceville nearly 5 centuries ago. This year, a mysterious, ancient enemy has finally gained back his strength and decided it is time for darkness to return. Our noble group of adventurers travel for several days and arrive in Iceville on the eve of this year's Kringlefest. The town is bright and lively, full of smiling gnomish faces. The townsfolk wander between storefronts and pubs, exchanging gifts and celebrating the holiday season. Upon entering the town square, a tiny gnome bard dressed in red and green is performing classic holiday music. He plucks melancholy chords on his lute and sings of the town's ancient lore. Iceville was cursed to darkness in a long time ago. Every nook and cranny there no light would go. Fear and sadness for all, and the tears, oh they did flow, for no relief in sight did the dawn ever show. A stranger came to town, coming up the road. He said he wanted to free Iceville from the darkness that took hold. He said his name was Kringle, a hero from far away. He'd heard our plight in Iceville, promising to hold the dark at bay. The evil feared the hero and tried to trap him cold. But the children cheered for Kringle, and their love kept him from that hold. The evil swore to slay him, but Kringle was so bold. He slew it with his power, bringing light to defeat our foe. As the years passed, he stayed near us, in the forest to the north. His workshop full of magic, children's toys do come forth. He brings them down to Iceville and slips from house to house, leaving toys and eating cookies not noticed even by a mouse. This day is thanks to him for bringing light to our town, and he thanks all our children with presents that abound. All right, so you guys have made your way to the town square. You guys are just kind of soaking in the vibe, enjoying the holiday spirit. Everybody seems to be having fun. When suddenly, a crazy hermit wanders into the town square. He's yelling gibberish about some sort of premonition. He's a elderly human with a long white beard, and he's wearing a dirty, tattered brown robe.
What's this fellow want? Hello, my name is Young Nelly. What you doing?
Nelly, stop the darkness! And he hands you a map. You take a look at it, and it appears to be drawn on like a tattered old parchment. It's a dirty map. It looks like it's been colored in with like crayon, like some sort of manic drawing.
What do you want to do?
What's it say?
What does it say? I can't read it.
What does it look like? It has a map on it, right? Can you read it?
No.
Well, let me take a look at it.
There you go. I can't read.
You can't read.
No.
Well, fantastic. I'm going to try and read this.
Okay, all right. Give me a roll.
Okay.
Oh, brother.
What type of roll?
You can give it a history roll, I suppose.
That is wonderful. A total of 20.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So, you take a look at it and you can instantly recognize, despite it being like basically childish scribblings, that it is a map north of Iceville. You infer that. By looking at it, you are suddenly flooded with memories of an old children's story that you once read. The children's book stated that 480 years ago, Kringle defeated a demon that enslaved the people of Iceville. The unspeakable evil had placed Iceville under a spell of eternal darkness, allowing it to feed off the fear and sadness of the people, although the monster's name had been forever lost. Following that, Kringle had set up shop north of Iceville, and so by looking at this, remembering the childhood book that you've read, you kind of put two and two together and go, oh, well, this must be a map to Kringle's shop just outside of Iceville.
Guys, this is amazing. We could all meet my childhood hero. Ours, maybe?
No.
Maybe he's...
No. Just
Fine. No, but you should still come with.
Well, yeah,
I'm going out. I'm going to find this shop. It's going to be great.
well, seems like fun. I might as well tag along.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's
Why
right.
not?
Sounds like a party.
It's the eve of Christmas, right? Or
Kringlefest.
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 It's the eve of Kringlefest, so before we get too schlackered, let's go out and have an adventure.
So you guys decide to follow the map towards what you know as Kringle's workshop. So as you leave town following the map, you find a winding path through a pine forest leading towards Kringle's shop. After traveling through scattered pine woods for about an hour, the forest thins out as you enter a large clearing lit by the partial moonlight. Suddenly, you see 8 piles of snow start to rise up into humanoid shapes about 30 feet in front of you, as you all can roll initiative now.
I thought this was supposed to be a vacation.
Oh, this isn't amazing.
Oh dear.
It's a flat 10.
All right, so who had the highest roll?
Not me.
So 14.
Okay.
7.
12.
10.
Okay, so Connor, you rolled highest. You rolled higher than the enemy, so you can go ahead and you can start your first action.
All right. Well, how far away are these snow?
They're about 30 feet, so you could use your movement to get
Yeah.
to where they are. They're kind of surrounding you in a bit of a semicircle.
Right. Okay. They're 30 feet. I think just to be safe, I'll pull out my longbow,
Okay.
and I'll aim for one of them.
Okay, sounds good.
15.
So you can go ahead and roll damage on that.
Okay. So 4 total.
Yeah, so you pull back an arrow in your longbow and you fire it, and it hits one of them dead in the chest as you snow fly out the other side. As now there's like a big hole in this snowman.
But it's still standing?
It's still standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that didn't work.
I mean, it helped.
Yeah.
Every little bit.
Step in the right direction.
You're acting faster than everyone else.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go on to Gavin now.
I will just shoot a firebolt at the one he just hit.
All right.
It's a 22.
Oh yeah, you definitely hit.
And it's a 6 fire damage.
All right, so Dory charges up a big ball of fire in his hand, and he hurls it at the snowman, and it hits it square in the face, and a big ball of fire just explodes as he melts into a puddle on the ground.
That is an excellent idea.
One snowman down, right? You would think they'd be weak to fire.
Yeah,
They're made of
maybe,
snow,
yeah.
so
I'm basically a genius. Yeah, then I guess I'll just back up like 5 feet.
all right, you do that. It makes a little distance. Moving on to you, Dane.
Yes, indeed. I will cast Sacred Flame
Oh,
against one of these snowmen. Probably the one damaged by the arrow.
he hit the one
Oh,
that
he
was
hit that one?
damaged.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And then one of the other remaining ones.
Sounds good.
So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. What is your spell DC?
It's 13.
Okay, he fails.
Good! Very good. That is 1d8. He takes 1 radiant damage.
Ooh, all right. Well, every little bit helps.
Trying to get warmed up here. Here we go.
You hit him. It wasn't as effective as it could have been. You're like, been out of practice and been, just lazing around for Kringlefest. So.
See, that magic's so inconsistent.
Yes.
Nothing more sturdy than a good old rapier. So 14.
14? Yep, you hit.
Oh, perfect. So 1d8. That's not a d8. I didn't say it was a bright dwarf, just a dwarf. There we go. 5, 4 is 9.
Oh, nice. So you step out with your rapier and you swing it hard and you just take the head right off the snowman as it just falls into small little snowballs on the ground. And you've defeated another snowman.
Pointy stick, I'm telling you. The way to go.
Good work. Yes, keep on doing that, young Nelly.
So 2 down, 6 to go. It's
6.
It's now the snowman's turn. 4 of them dissolve into large piles of snow on the ground that just begin rolling towards you guys. And 4 of them pop up, one in front of each of you, as 2 of them stay in the back and they roll up snowballs with their little twig hands. And they get ready to throw them. So, the ones who have stepped in front of you, we'll start with you, Connor, Granger. Ooh, one of them, he reaches out and tries to claw you with his big stick hand, but he misses. Dory, he takes a swing at you and he does manage to hit you. He claws you across the chest as you take 8 damage. All right, Dane, you're up next. Ooh, you also get hit with a cold, icy twig. You only take 5 damage, though. Nelly? Ooh, you also get hit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they got really high rolls, guys. They're on their ball today. All right, you take 9 damage.
Oh,
Yeah. These snowmen, they're not playing games, guys.
Worst Krampus ever.
Kringlefest.
Kringle.
You're slurring your words a little bit.
Oh, I'm hurt.
That really must have taken the wind out of
Cold.
All right, so the two snowmen in the back, they start peppering snowballs off, but they don't manage to hit anybody. They all kind of go wide. All right, so the enemy's turn is done. I'll take it back to Connor.
I'm gonna go. How close in proximity is the one in front of me?
The one in front of you is less than 5
Less
feet
than 5
away.
feet? All right, well, I'm gonna go use my short sword.
All right. So Granger pulls out his short sword.
Yeah, so hit 19.
Yep, so you definitely hit him with your short sword, so you can roll damage on that.
D6, so 5 plus 3, so 8.
8? Okay, yeah, you managed to take that one out. You slash him up real good as he just turns into a big powder.
I want to say like something really like that like line after you like kill someone, but I can't think of anything at the moment.
Some sort of action
Some
hero
kind
line.
of
yeah.
like catchphrase that you.
Something to do with cold.
Yeah,
Ice.
it's just been revoked.
There we go.
Not sure if that really applies in this situation.
That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do, Dane. Okay, let's
So yeah, good.
calm
good.
down.
You didn't have time to think before.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. The heat of the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Dory, your turn.
I'm gonna do another firebolt, the one that hit me.
All right, go for it.
12.
12? No, not quite enough. He sees your fireball coming and he just gets out of the way. As you can see, a little bit of sweat, which is actually just melted snow, fall from his brow.
I guess with my movement, I'll just try to disengage.
All right, sounds good.
Back
so
up.
he kind of puts his hands up, takes a couple steps back, blocks himself from any sort of incoming attacks.
Alrighty, I will pull out my shield and my warhammer.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to swing at this stupid snowman that's trying to hit me right now. That is
Oh,
probably
boy.
not going to do it, but that is 7 to hit.
7 to hit.
Yeah.
No, not quite. He's quick. He ducks down into a little pile of snow on the ground and he pops back up after you finish swinging at him.
Okay.
Just kind of laughs.
Agile snowman.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on
Okay.
young Nelly.
Oh,
And
Thank
I'll
you.
say, don't fret, young Nelly. Just stay with us. Let me warm your heart a little.
thank you. Feels quite nice. Never felt so loved.
That's unfortunate. I really feel for you.
I did have a sad life.
Alrighty, so that is a D4 plus. Ooh, nice. You heal 9. Or sorry. You heal 7. 7, not 9.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Thank you, Dane.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Here to warm your hearts and fill your souls with laughter.
I'm full of love now. I'm up, eh?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna take another stab at him with my rapier. 15.
15, yep, you hit.
Marvelous. Okay, that's the 8. 8 damage.
8 damage, okay.
Take that, you cold beast.
Yeah, you slash
Spear.
and slash, and you take out a huge chunk of snow, and he's like half of a snowman now. And he actually is just completely scared off by you. He starts just rolling away.
Don't you come back, you Kringle imbecile.
I like it. All right, so 4 down, there's 4 left. There's 2 in the back, 2 up front. So the ones with snowballs in the back, they start peppering off shots again. What's your AC, Connor?
16.
16. You get hit by a snowball. Fortunately, it's just a snowball. It's not.
Right.
It's not too dangerous, but you take 4 damage.
Must have been a little bit of ice in
You
that.
say that's not a
Yeah, that
dangerous
was
snowball.
Those ice balls, like once they're just like in snow for like 10 minutes, they turn into ice, and that actually hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they weren't thinking ahead. They weren't making ice balls. They're just building snowballs on the fly. Okay, this is some schoolyard type stuff here. What's your AC, Nelly?
16.
16. You are safe from the snowball. You managed to just bat it out of the air like it's nothing.
No snowball will hurt me.
All right.
My beard is too thick.
Your AC, Dory?
10.
10? Oh, yeah. He reaches out with his
One
big
doe
twiggy
hand.
hand.
You need a beard.
He hits you for 8 damage.
Almost dead.
Oh boy.
Bad.
Yeah, these snowmen, they're rank.
I guess I should have been helping out Dory instead.
I wasn't doing fine. I'll take the love, but
Okay.
I was okay.
The other snowman up in front, he takes a slice at you with his big twiggy claw, and he hits you, and you take 5 damage.
5 damage.
All right, and that ends the snowman's turn. So once again, we're back to you, Connor.
Well, since I want to get revenge at that one that decides to, thought it'd be funny to throw an ice ball at me, so I thought I will use my longbow and go after the one that attacked me. So
Okay, sounds good.
So 15, so 20. Yeah, 20. 15.
Okay, yep.
Yeah,
So
20.
you hit him, so go ahead and roll damage.
So 13. Sorry, no. 11.
11? Ooh, yeah. You were using your
Longbow.
Your longbow, yeah. So you pull back another arrow and you let it fly, and you hit him right in the head. Poof, his coal eyes and his carrot nose go flying as he turns into an inanimate pile of snow on the ground. So,
Give him a nice wink after, just like.
I like
Then
it.
walk.
5 down, 3 left.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray and send one Scorching Ray at each of them.
All right, sounds good.
So 17,
Yep.
a 9, and a nat 20.
Woo, okay. So you see Dory, as he powers up this powerful flame spell in his hands, and he starts throwing huge hot balls of fire. He throws one and it hits one of the snowmen, and poof, immediately just evaporates. He throws another one at 2 of them. The flames hit one of them, and poof, the other one is close enough that the heat off of the fireball just melts him as well. So Dory just effectively took out 3 snowmen with 3 huge fireballs.
This is the steamiest Kringlefest ever.
This is why we brought you.
Yeah.
Here,
Right for the party.
Come here. Let me pat you down and make sure you're not too injured.
Perfect.
Ooh, risky.
But I will cast Cure Wounds. So that's only 5 damage.
That helps.
Every little bit helps. You're out here helping out. It's nice and calm in the clearing. You guys could technically take a short rest if you wanted. If you wanted to take 10-15 minutes to catch your breath, relax a little bit before you continue on your adventure, you can feel free to do that. So you guys could roll hit dice to regain some HP if you wanted.
7.
How much health are you short? Maybe
I
not.
took 4, so I'm at 21 right now.
Yeah, just only roll 1. Don't use
So
them all.
yeah, so there's a
So
7.
you'd be back to full
Yeah.
health.
Yeah, get back.
I used 2 of mine and I rolled 1s on both.
Oh, wow.
Does that mean I only have like 2 rolls left?
Yeah.
Kind of thing? Okay.
But you
Good.
can save those for later in the
Yeah.
adventure. All right, and you didn't get hit. So you're...
I'm only short 2 health. I'll save my dice.
Yeah, good call, good call. All right, so everybody has finished their short rest. They're all ready to go then? All right. On the far side of the clearing, you find the path again, and after about a few minutes, the group reaches the top of a small hill. You see a large building, about 120 feet wide by about 40 feet deep, on the edge of a woodlot about 60 feet away from you. The building's many windows are lit by candlelight, and you can make out activity inside. Moving around the outside of the building are 6 short, silhouetted shapes that appear to be on patrol. On the front of the building, you can make out a set of large double doors that appear to serve as the main entrance. 2 soldiers stand directly in front of these doors beside what appears to be some sort of bell, perhaps an archaic alarm system, while 4 others patrol the area behind the workshop. What would you boys like to do?
We can see all of them.
Yep, you can see a total of 6 silhouettes in front and behind. You guys kind of did a lap around, surveyed the area more or less.
What do these figures look like? Are they more snow people? Are they?
They look humanoid, but they look pretty short. They look about, kind of hobbit-sized.
Okay. So, who's really sneaky?
Not me.
I'm not sneaky, but that last spell I cast, I could do that again and use a sorcery point and twin cast it, and I could send 1 at each of them. There'd be 6 fire bolts.
We should just send someone up, see what they are, report back. You're someone who's,
Yeah, because I know I can see in the dark and all that.
And you're a ranger. You understand the forest. You could maybe try to.
Yeah, you always send the one that has no social skills. Okay, fine. I'll go up there and I'll go to the door and see what's up. You three just stay here. And
You don't have to go to the door.
Well,
just like.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. I'll be the one. Just
scope it out.
Don't worry, man. I'll be Plan B.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna do like a stealth check.
Yeah.
Check the area out. All right. So roll
Which one?
a d20.
17.
Okay, and then you can add your stealth modifier on your skills page.
Plus, oh yeah, so 20.
20. Okay. All right. So
You are sneaky.
yeah, you are very sneaky. So you managed to get a little bit closer to the workshop without being seen. It's kind of dark out, but you can see the way because you have.
Yeah, I can see up to a certain point.
Yeah, you have dark vision, so
Yeah.
you can see fairly well. So you make your way around, you stick to the shadows, and you manage to find what appears to be a secret door that's a little ways, probably about 20 feet away from the shop. It's like a cellar door, and you open it up and you can see there's a tunnel inside that looks like it leads directly into the workshop.
Don't know if I want to call any of you on yet because I'm not sure if you've. Since I've already stealthed the area, I feel like it's safe to signal all of you to come and check this. To come with, and I'll lead the way because I can see in the dark. So you just all stay behind me, and we will go in.
We are dwarves. We can see too.
Well, yeah. Well, regardless, let's just all go in and.
Yeah, so they
this
saw
thing,
you.
yeah.
So you give them a little signal, you put
like,
your
yep.
hands up, and you're like, oh, over this way. And so they follow the path that you laid out. They kind of
Yeah.
creep
Hold
through the
somebody's
shadows.
pocket because I can't see.
Yeah, he's following behind. He's holding on.
Yeah.
They've got Dory on the leash.
Perfect.
So you guys catch back up with Granger over there, and he leads you into the tunnel safely.
What did they look like?
As you guys made your way past, you got a better look at them when you got a little bit closer, and you could tell that they were toy soldiers. They were magical, though, obviously, since they were animated and patrolling around. It gave you a bit of a creepy vibe to it, because they are very obviously toys.
Are they like nutcrackers where their jaws just like open and close very?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the group sneaks past the small squadron and continues to make their way to the interior of a large workshop. After moving through a dark tunnel, your group enters the main area of the shop. You walk into a large room with a high ceiling and crossbeams forming a grid above you. It's about 60 feet by 40 feet deep. The ceiling is about 30 feet from the floor. The room is filled with a dozen gnomes in pointy green and red hats, working mindlessly away on toy soldiers. A large army of mostly inanimate soldiers stand at bay. At the far end of the workshop, however, stands a 6-foot-tall beast covered in dark fur with cloven feet, a tail, 2 horns, pointed ears, and a long tongue. 2 toy soldiers stand on either side of him. The monster turns and looks right at you and lets out a huge roar. The sound waves blast past you, extinguishing all candles and plunging the room into total darkness. Now, the 3 of you have dark vision, so you can see a little bit. It's not totally dark. You're not completely in the dark. As the beast yells out, "I am Krampus, and Iceville will live in darkness forever!" And everyone can roll initiative.
Oh,
My goodness.
Krampus. Oh, wow. 4.
21.
21 as well.
Okay.
He has a higher dex.
Yeah.
than me.
So, Connor, you'll go first again. You're the quickest draw. So, yeah, start it off.
How close is this?
Krampus,
Krampus.
and his toy soldiers are almost in the center of the room, so they're about 15-20 feet away from
15,
you
20
guys.
feet. Okay. So I'm gonna use the long stride spell. So my speed increases up to 10 feet. So I want to use because I can use my short sword because my max is 5. So
Okay.
I will cast a long stride spell.
Yep, sounds good.
So it'll be 5 total plus 3.
Okay.
So 2 and 3. So yeah, 5. Yeah, that did not go very well.
Yeah, you don't manage to hit
don't.
him.
No, I clearly did not.
Yeah. So, but you're right up in front of him. So
Yeah, so it's gonna go.
Yeah, maybe next time.
I will get up in front of him and cast Gust of Wind.
Okay.
Each creature must make a strength saving throw. It's a 10-foot wide blast, 60 feet long. Strength saving throw.
Okay. What's your spell DC?
13.
They all fail.
Oh, good. So they are pushed 15 feet away from me in a straight line.
Okay, so you push them back, and now they're right up against the wall. Their backs are held there.
Excellent, excellent. Stay where you are!
My bonus action, I want to use my light cantrip on I was probably wearing gloves, it's cold out.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's 20 feet of bright light and then an additional 20 feet of dim light
Okay.
from my hand.
Yep, so he lights up his gloves. They become very bright, and they're lighting up the room. So everybody can see, even those without dark vision, even though he's the only one without dark vision.
So bright.
And then I'm going to cast Magic Missile on the toy soldier
Okay,
to his right, I guess.
sounds good. Should be 9.
9.
right? Okay, good hit, good hit. So you bombard this toy soldier with magic missile. And you can see splinters and sawdust flying off of him as you've taken a bunch of chunks out of him.
Is Krampus closest?
He's in the center between the two toy soldiers. They're all kind of equal distance.
Cool.
And I do have, the gust of wind is concentration, so they're still, they're pressed against the wall.
Yeah, so they are at a bit of a disadvantage. They're fighting against the wind.
Cool. I'll run up and just attack Krampus with my rapier.
Okay.
See how that goes.
Yeah.
I think that's a 4 or 5 to hit.
No, not quite.
I'm trying to cut it.
Even fighting against the wind, Krampus puts his hand up and he just pushes your hand away.
Man.
Yeah, he's a tough little goat dude.
Not my day.
All right, so that's the end of your turn then.
You betcha.
All right, on to the enemies. Both the toy soldiers fighting against the wind pull up their little muskets and they try to attempt buck shots off. All right, Brian, what's your AC? Dane?
Well, I didn't have. I doubt I had my shield up at the time, so it's 15.
Okay, you definitely get hit with a musket shot. Don't worry, it's not a real musket, it's a toy musket. Still hurts though.
They're shooting BBs at us.
More or less, yeah.
Shield your eyes. They'll blind you.
So, you take 7 damage.
You sure they're BBs?
Yeah, they're BBs.
Ah, got me right in the eye. Oh, that's painful.
A lot of damage for BBs.
Oh, I need to make a concentration
And
check.
Connor, what was your AC?
16.
Yeah, I would say you passed that. You're 16? Okay. You managed to, very Neo Matrix-esque, you managed to just duck out of the way of the musket shot. It was very cool. Everyone was super impressed. So, Krampus's turn. And he's going to take a charge at you. There's not a lot of space between you and him, but he's going to put his head down and
Just
he's
don't
going to
touch the
attempt
beard.
to run against the wind and try and stab you with his horns. Because he does have big old goat horns. And he hits you.
Oh,
Yeah, so that happens.
give me all you got, Krampus.
So you take 12 damage.
Or not. Don't give me all you got.
Good gravy.
Yeah, he does. He gives you a hard poke and it pierces your armor. It gives you a cut on your torso. So that ends his turn though. He stands in front of you. He's all mad. He's just staring you down. He yells, "I will grow in power from the pain and sorrow of the children trapped in eternal darkness." This guy's a real bad dude.
Yeah.
No redeeming qualities whatsoever.
No, that sounds terrible.
That's bad.
All right, so back to you, Granger. You're up.
Is he any closer to me, or is he further away now from when you push?
He's pretty much the same distance. Him and Zach were almost face to face.
So like 10 feet or so?
Yeah,
Five
he's
feet.
about 15 feet away from you.
Okay. So
Or I guess you were farther back. It's probably about 30 feet.
okay. Well, I'm not gonna do that again. What I did last time. So I'm just gonna pull out my longbow and try to aim for somewhere on his body.
Okay, all right.
So 18. So that is 23.
Okay, yep, you hit.
Yeah. So D8. So 8 damage.
So Connor gets first strike on Krampus. Anything else you're gonna do with your turn? You're gonna move or
Move.
anything?
I'll take a few, like a step 5 feet back. Make sure not get in his way when his long reach when he comes taking a swing at me after.
Good idea.
If he comes after me, which he probably will. So
Yeah, you're standing in the back. You're basically at the other side of the workshop.
yeah.
All right, Dane.
Alrighty, quick question.
Yeah.
If I wanted to cast Shatter, which has a 10-foot radius, is a 10-foot radius sphere,
Okay.
would I also hit my good friend Nelly?
Yeah, you would hit all 4 of them. The toy soldiers, Krampus, and Nelly are all kind of within 10 feet of each other.
Do it.
But
I'm
you
good.
could,
Alrighty.
if you wanted to, you could yell at him to move, and you can hold your action, and then
Yeah.
he can move on his turn.
That
And
is true. Does he act before the baddies?
Yes, he does.
Okay, then yes, I will do exactly that, and I will yell, Nelly! I'll hold him! Back away!
Okay.
Good.
I can do that.
Excellent.
I have the technology.
And then I
Shoes
will.
are great.
I will hold my action,
Okay.
and for when he gets 10 feet, 50 feet away from them, then I'll cast Shatter.
Perfect. Sounds good. So you're currently holding your action. On to Dory. Your turn.
sweet. Been forgetting about this ability. How high are the rafters?
The rafters,
10
they're
feet.
like 30 feet up about.
Oh yeah. There's
You-
no like. Is there like a second floor or anything?
You can see there are ladders on either side of the workshop that lead up to the rafters.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the other soldier with, or no, the same soldier with a magic missile.
Yep, sure, go for it.
So 7 damage to him.
Yeah, so you fire off another bombardment of magic missile. Pew, pew, pew. They all fly and they hit him. And he just explodes into one giant pile of sawdust.
And since I'm a primordial sorcerer, every time I cast a cantrip spell, I can fly 10 feet. So I'm
Okay.
gonna like fling myself 10 feet up a ladder.
All right, so he does that.
That is pretty awesome.
He
Yeah.
bucks off.
Storm,
A,
basically.
yeah, bucks off a big shot of magic missiles, and then he just whoosh. You can see him. Looks like he jumps and just flies over, and he's halfway up the ladder now.
I mean, I know that we've like fought and hung out before, but that's pretty bad.
I turn it on sometimes.
Turn on the jetpacks. All right, so that brings it back to Nelly.
I'm just gonna take another swing at Krampus.
All right.
Being mean, being rude. 5. 5 to 8.
No. Even with the gust, he could see you telepath your moves, and he just ducks quick, and he's back up on his feet.
I've had too much of the Christmas ale.
Yes.
Not working for me
Clearly.
today.
Yeah. Are you gonna back away?
Works for me.
So-
Yeah, I'll move.
Yeah, because you did so much on that attack.
Yeah.
It's amazing you did that.
It's
Run.
worth the wait.
So,
Flee.
so Nelly swings and misses, and then turns around, starts running the other direction, as Dane finishes preparing his spell.
That's right. So they need to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay, and what's your spell DC?
13.
13. All right, so Krampus fails. The toy soldier manages to save.
Okay. So Krampus. Oh, that is so disappointing. Oh wait, I get to. So that was 4 and 1 is 5 plus another one is 6. So Krampus takes 6 thunder damage.
Woo! All right.
Actually, I'm going to use my channel divinity,
Okay.
and when I deal lightning or thunder damage, I can instead do maximum damage.
Woo!
I can just choose to do that.
Okay.
So 3d8, that's 24
Ooh.
thunder damage to
Wow.
Krampus, and half that to the toy soldier.
Glad you
You're a
remembered
smart
that.
dwarf too.
Yeah, no doubt. So
Not dumb like me.
I'm average, average intelligence.
That's really good for like a level 3 thing.
yeah. So Dane charges up this electrical energy in his hands and shoots it as it arcs towards Krampus and the toy soldier on the other end. You can see the toy soldier as he loses all sense of sentience and just falls over on his side. Krampus still standing, but you can tell that hurt. The electricity arcs between his two horns and as he snaps out of it, as smoke kind of lifts above his head.
Still standing.
Oh yeah,
24 damage, and he's. Oh my goodness.
he's tough. Let me tell you.
Clearly. Krampus.
With that being said, both toy soldiers are down. Krampus is still left standing. He takes a step out, and you're still the closest to him.
Oh boy.
And he's charging at you again.
How far did you move away? Because I still have gust of wind up.
Like 10 feet.
Okay,
Not
because he has
much.
to move. It's twice. It's difficult terrain, basically.
Oh, okay.
2 feet of movement for every. Or yeah.
It's
I'm
half
still-
speed.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
I'm still close.
I follow you.
Okay. But yeah.
Ooh, he charges at you, but you see this coming. He's fighting against the wind, and you manage to sidestep him like a matador as he charges on the other side of you and turns around and faces you again with his back to the rest of the party now. So that was Krampus's turn. You also see a gnome run out, and he hands potions to you standing in the back. He hands you 2 of them. He goes, I saw you guys were having a little bit of trouble, and I'm not much of a fighter, but I want to help.
Yes. It's good. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. This is just a ticket.
And he turns around and he runs out the doors. He's gone.
What a coward. Not gonna stay
He's
and
been
fight.
rogue on
good
his
guy.
whole organization, didn't he?
Dude's like that big.
I was gonna say, can we bring him back and throw him at Krampus or something?
Why would you say he helped
He
us
just
out?
went rogue.
He can serve as a
basically,
distraction
right?
now.
No, let's go. We're the defenders.
Well, he's gone anyways. He was too quick.
Exactly. Really second guessing hanging out with you. As I yell over top of Krampus' shoulder, because that's where you are.
And we're back to Granger.
So if I'm gonna take another swing at him from a distance to be safe with my longbow. Because if I move back,
Yep.
if he has other people, if he has Nelly focused on up there, then I can provide some. Okay, no.
Moral support.
Yeah, moral support. Even though that roll did not help, so that's like
Yeah.
that's a 2. No, just no.
You fire an arrow and it goes completely wide.
Yeah, it's
Huge arc over top.
he just is like
He doesn't even notice, man.
Yeah, he's just
it was
like-
that far off. And that's your turn, I'm
yeah,
assuming?
I'll just stay where I am, stationed.
You did your best, man.
I tried. I gave it the college try.
Dane?
Alrighty, I will. So Krampus is still standing.
Yes.
And how are you doing for health?
Oh, just fine.
Okay.
Never better.
Okay, good, great.
I'm only almost dead. No, I'm kidding. I'm fine.
Great. I will cast Sacred Flame then. Just a cantrip on Krampus.
Okay, sounds good.
So he needs to make a saving throw of some sort.
Sort of deck save, I think.
Probably. Yes.
Yeah, he fails. He rolled really low.
And this is. See, my magic is powerful. It didn't seem like that against the snowmen, but they're snowmen. Like.
He had to get warmed up.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys
We
are
got
traveling.
him indoors now. Look at him.
So that is 3 radiant damage.
All right.
And then as a bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on, on you, because he seems to be focused on you. So that is 2 plus 3 is 5. You gain 5 health.
And what do you say to him as you heal?
Yes, I say, I know you didn't like the gnome that just helped us out, but hopefully these words of encouragement, because you're doing a great job, that word of encouragement is just what you need to continue to distract Krampus.
That was just the motivational speech I needed. I'm good to go.
Excellent.
I'm feeling so much love and so much holiday spirit.
Perfect. See, we dwarves, we understand what a compliment is.
This is a very touching moment, I think, for everyone.
Not the time. Not the time.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
holidays
that's
are
okay.
about bringing people together. So
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah, people getting together, fighting demonic goat-like creatures. It's a magic season.
Yeah, it's the holiday spirit.
It is. All right, Dory, your turn.
I'm gonna give him an absolute light show. I want to finish climbing the ladder, I guess. That wouldn't be a smart place to cast from.
Yeah, good call.
Cool. 25 speed gets me up there.
Yep, so you're up on top of the rafters now. You're like a little ninja up there, except for your glowing gloves, but you know.
And then I'm going to cast Scorching Ray and spend another sorcery point and twin cast it. I'm going to send all 6 at him.
So he's firing off just a barrage of magic.
An 11, 22, 10. It's kind of right in the crack. 13, and a 17.
Okay, so you hit twice.
Cool.
Not bad, not bad.
So 2d6. So 4, and 7. So 11, I believe.
Our very fiery sorcerer throws off another batch of fire straight at Krampus. As you guys can now smell like burnt hair start to permeate the air.
He's still standing.
He's still standing.
This is Krampus.
Not even bleeding yet.
Really?
Really, he's a tough guy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He's the boss. He's the big evil guy. So.
Oh boy.
He's the BBEG.
Yeah.
That's a thing? Like that's an acronym?
That's a thing.
Big bad evil guy.
That's an acronym? That's a real acronym?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Dory went. Nelly, it's your turn again.
I'm gonna lunge at him and use one of my priority dice or superiority dice.
Yeah.
So I get 5 extra range. Not that that's an issue for me, but I get to roll an extra D8 or 10. Where are you? Yeah, D10. Cool. So I'll use attack to hit though. 5.
No, it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Excellent job distracting him. You're doing great.
thanks, mate.
You're not
We'll
having
just
much
swell
luck,
over
right?
here.
Yep, perfect.
You guys keep doing, damage and stuff.
Yep,
You're just
That'd be
sitting back
nice
there.
to know what
just-
that's like.
yep. The fighter of the group, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
He's right up close to you, Nelly. He's not going to charge at you this time. He's going to do a shh, shh, and try and bat you with his big old goat claws.
Give me your worst shot.
Oh.
Or don't. You don't have to.
That's what he did.
Yeah, you got a natural 20. So anybody who doesn't know what a natural 20 does, it means he has basically done maximum damage to you. It's a critical success. It's as strong as it can be. So
Come on,
literally
Krampus.
like open hand slap right up the face.
Oh, give it to me.
And you take 16 damage.
Oh, I'm alive. It feels so good to be alive.
I'm assuming you're probably bleeding at this point.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so you guys can see Nelly has a big scratch across his face. It's bloody. His nose is leaking. He's got a big, fat, black, bruised lip. Yeah, he took one on the chin. It definitely hurt. And that's Krampus's turn. He puts his dukes up like he's like ready to come at you again. So back to Granger, your turn.
Alrighty, I'm gonna take a stabbing lunge at him with my short sword. Do I add this? Does the speed thing play a factor at all?
He's not 35 feet away from you.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a stab at it with my short sword then.
All right, so you're gonna run straight up to him, right beside your friend Nelly.
So okay, hold
I'll
on.
reroll that.
Yeah, I got to reroll. That was like in the crack of the. So 14, so 19.
Yep, so you hit him. You come running up while he's distracted with him, and you take a slice at him, and you catch him right upside the back.
So 6 damage.
6 damage? All right. Good hit, good hit.
As I'm like screaming as I'm running, kind of like one of those, just like how they do it back in the olden days.
Good old war cry.
Whatever war the elves were in back in the day.
Back in the day. Yes, I remember that. Yes.
Back in the day, like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I'll take a few feet back as my move, and that's my turn.
He puts his short sword up and takes a step back and just kind of defends himself. And we're on to you again, Dane.
Alright, I will drop a gust of wind that I was concentrating on and run up to my good friend Nelly, young Nelly, and I will pass him one of these health potions, and I will say, young Nelly, stay young, stay with us, just don't die.
I can do that.
And I'm gonna, what is that an action to pass him the what type of action is that?
Hey, just a
you do?
free action.
Okay. So I just toss you the health potion.
Do you have to roll to catch it, or like?
Nope.
We're good.
Yeah, I'm right
Just hand
beside
it
you.
to you.
Yeah. And then with my shield and my warhammer out, I'm going to. Actually, no, not with my shield. A two-handed warhammer.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try and bash in the face of Krampus because
Nice.
he's not a good guy.
I like this.
So that is 15 to hit.
15 to hit? No, not quite enough. Yeah. You guys are flanking him. It was really close, but he's really quick. He's a goat. Everybody knows how quick and nimble goats are, right?
Yeah.
So
Unless
he
you're a feigning
jumps back on his haunches, takes a few steps back, as he reorients himself towards you.
Couldn't he be a feigning goat? You all wish we could. So it just his legs just get stiff, and then he's frozen, and then we all just.
That wouldn't be any fun, no?
That would be pretty funny though if Krampus was a fainting goat.
It would be, but it wouldn't be a very exciting boss fight.
No.
All right. So, Dory, your turn now. You're still up on the rafters up there, looking down on the group.
I'm going to use my True Strike cantrip.
Okay.
So I'm going to point it at that guy, so I have advantage on my next attack roll against him.
Okay. So, yeah, you use your bonus action to do that.
And I'm going to use my Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
Lightning damage. 18, 23, it's 25.
Oh, yeah. So, he charges up. It's like a big glowing ball, and it's got sparks coming off of it, and you can tell it's very electrical in nature. He charges it up, he throws it right at Krampus, and he's not paying attention because he's too busy watching both of you guys, and it hits him square in the chest. And
Takes 9 damage.
9 damage, okay. As you can see, it starts to singe the hair on his chest, and he lets out a big howl. You can see he's visibly gotten weaker from that last hit. You notice he leans forward and tries to like catch his balance. He's swaying about a little bit, so he's definitely pretty injured.
Can I use
after
my
that.
third sorcery point? I'll twin cast it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Almost 20, but 19.
19. Yep. So he does it again. Well, Krampus is staggering around. He charges up another one.
That is 14.
He blindsides him again while Krampus is busy trying to catch his balance. He gets hit with another one. He gets knocked back a few feet.
Is he bleeding yet?
He looks like he's bleeding. You can tell he's a little bit dripping out of his nose.
Just a small little nosebleed, no big deal.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna do what I've always done, but I'm gonna take my hand axe instead of the rapier this time. Change things up and take a hack at his chest. 7.
7.
Oh.
Nice.
Are you gonna
Okay.
drink that health potion?
Well, I should probably do that, eh?
You can still do that on your turn.
I'll drink the health potion as well.
All right. So he takes a swing, and Krampus, he manages to see you coming. He just ducks down, gets out of the way, and I assume then you drank your health potion.
Yep.
Okay.
How
so
does
you,
that work out of that?
you can roll a d10.
Oh,
and
cool.
Add that.
That's not bad at all. 7.
Yeah, so you get 7 HP there.
Cool, and that's it for me. I'll actually take a couple steps back
Okay.
and reposition myself so I'm not hopefully not the first one to attack this time.
All right. So you do that. Krampus and you now face to face.
Okay.
Krampus jumps back. Huge jump. Remember, he's a goat. He can jump.
Yep.
So he jumps back and he starts getting himself ready as he starts charging straight at you, horns down. And he's going to try and hit you with those big old horns of his. Ooh, what's your AC?
15. I don't have my shield.
Okay, he doesn't manage to hit you. You sidestep him just in the nick of time as he snags the side of your armor, but nothing happens. It was really close though. And he turns around, puts his head down like he's getting ready to do it again. But that is the end of his turn. As Krampus yells out, "The children will be getting no presents this year, only pain."
What kind of monster are you, Krampus?
And he just lets out his goat cry isn't very intimidating, but
I try to hide a snicker and not laugh, but kind of laugh. I fail. I'm laughing.
it's all good.
Didn't even have to roll on that one. You just.
No.
All right, Connor, your turn.
I would like to pierce him with a arrow again.
Okay.
Hopefully not miss and go completely off the wall. Completely miss so he just doesn't laugh at me with his goat cry or whatever it is. So 21.
Oh yeah.
20, sorry. Yeah, 21.
They
Yeah,
have good rolls.
22,
What's it
right?
like?
17 and 5, yeah, I think it's
Really
22.
nice.
So yeah, you hit him. You take a few steps back last round as you pull out another arrow and draw back, and you hit him square in the shoulder blade.
So only 4 though, only 4 damage.
Yeah, every little bit counts.
Yeah.
All right, Krampus pulls the arrow out of his chest and throws it on the ground.
And then I'll move back 5 feet.
All right, so you continue to step
Continue.
backwards, continue to retreat. All right, Dane, you're up
Alright,
again.
Seeing that he's, almost hit me with his horns last time, I'm going to get my shield out again.
Okay.
And then I will run towards him and hit him with my warhammer once more.
All right.
Yes. 17 hits.
Yes, you hit.
Ooh, nice. 7 damage.
Okay, good hit. Yeah, so you take your warhammer and you bring it down. You hit him right in the chest. Poof, as you knock the wind out of him, and he wheezes. Great hit.
Still got my shield up. Just like, come on, try and hit me. Try it.
Try and hit him, not me.
Yes.
Him.
All right, as you draw aggro from Krampus, as you will. So that's your turn then?
Yeah.
That's your turn. All right, Dory, back to you.
I shall fire off my final magic missile.
Okay, so yeah, he just lets off barrage of magic missiles as they pew, 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 fly down and hit Krampus.
That's 12.
12. Ooh, nice. That was a great hit.
That was dope.
Yeah, he channels as much magic energy as he can, and you guys can tell these magic missiles are bigger than they've ever been all night. And they just surround and all hit him simultaneously. And Krampus is really injured at this point. You guys can see like smoke rising off of him. He's really taken a beating.
I'm pretty much like as high up as I can be at this point.
Yeah, you're like 30 feet up in the air.
Sweet.
Where'd Dory go? I can't see him.
Anything else for you, Dory? That's your
just
turn?
look for the light. His hands are.
Yeah, I'm like illuminating the whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
with his magic light gloves.
That's your friend, not a chandelier.
All right, your turn, Nelly.
Let's see if I can finally get a hit on him. I'll go back to the rapier and
Yeah.
see if I can hit him. Oh, 21.
21, nice,
There
yeah.
we go.
You finally manage to connect with him. You do a couple side steps this way and that way, and you come up and shoo.
Oh, how
Take
do
a
I
nice
attack
cut
again?
out of
It's
him.
been so long since I landed a blow.
Oh no!
5 damage.
All right, it's minimum damage, but still, like I said, every little bit counts.
Hey, I did some damage. I didn't let you guys do all the work. I helped out a little bit,
I'm just excited you actually hit him.
right?
Yeah.
What a day.
Not a very deep cut, more of like a paper cut, but still, nice long up the back. So every little bit counts.
Hey, if it gets infected, maybe I'll kill him.
Maybe. I guess we'll find out. All right, so it's Krampus's turn. And once again, he's pretty ticked off at this point. He
Paper
runs
cuts
to
do
the
suck.
other end, and he turns around, he runs back, charging at you once again. As you put up your shield. Oh. He rolled a natural 20.
Oh my!
Yeah, so
Come at me, bro.
you're gonna take 20 damage.
Oh boy.
So he mows me over because I am unconscious.
Okay, so that happens. Krampus charges right at Dane. Hits him with both horns square in the chest. As you guys see him knock him straight onto his back. Krampus pulls the horns out of him and turns around and he's staring straight at you now. That ends his turn. So, it's back onto you, Granger.
All right. I'm screaming freedom for some reason. I don't know why, but I want to avenge Dane's damage there. So I will actually use my longsword this time.
Okay.
So I will do some slashing. So this
Pulls
will-
out his longsword. Are you holding it with one hand or two?
2 actually.
Two hands?
So it's
All right.
15.
Not quite enough.
Oh.
He hears you coming. and he sidesteps as you swing down with your sword.
Then I get the face of like, oh crap, and I run away. Then I move back a few feet. So
Okay, so yeah, he pulls up his sword to defend himself, and he just takes a couple steps back, creates a little bit of room between him and Krampus.
more like I just don't want to get hit right away, and I just was like, oh yeah, this is a bad idea. And then
Dane, if you wanna
Death saving
Yeah.
throw.
see what you get.
Okay, one success.
So you get a success, that's good. You can do another one on your turn if you like.
A second
Yeah,
roll.
You can do a second roll, yeah.
That could be bad. That's bad. That's one failure.
So one fail, one save. So he's trying to stabilize himself. He's trying to like get the mental will, even though he's unconscious. He's trying to bring himself back to the light.
Come on, Dane. Think of my beard.
I'm just like thinking of my deity Odin and trying to. I'm not quite ready. I must finish this.
Oh, spellcasters are fun until you're out of slots.
Yeah. So it's you, Dory, and you said you're all out of spell slots.
Yeah,
You have your cantrip.
Yeah.
Your firebolt or something.
I'll use Firebolt.
All right.
It's a 6.
6 to hit.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit. Krampus is like, he's on point now. He's so mad. He's losing energy fast, but he's concentrating really hard. He manages to sidestep the firebolt.
Can I do 2 cantrips on my turn?
Yeah, you can do 2.
Cool. I don't know why I rolled that pink dice. That pink dice is never nice to me. There we go. That's a 21.
All right, yeah, you hit him this time. So the second firebolt, he's not quite ready for it.
10.
10 damage. All right.
The fire variety.
As you can see, he's like kind of a little bit on fire. All the hair around him is starting to kind of go up. He looks like he's almost down for the count, but he's still trying to hold it together. Nelly, it's up to you.
Come on, Nelly.
You could finish this.
Oh, I'm
I
young
believe
Nelly.
in
I'm gonna finish this. It's a 10. Nope, I can't finish it. Change me mind.
Okay.
Not happening.
Plus what? What's your attack?
Plus 3. 13 won't cut it.
He runs up with his rapier and he goes to do a slash, but Krampus just leans back, forwards again, dodges the rapier slice, and he's going to parry, counter your attack now. He's going to take his claw and slash.
Oh.
Two uppercuts. Let's see
Krampus.
how he does. What's your AC?
16.
16? No, not enough. It bounces off your thick armor. He's lost too much of his strength. He can't manage to pierce your armor. So that's Krampus' turn now. We'll be back to Granger.
all right, I want to end this thing, so I want to try to do one last arrow, right square, in the up, yeah, in the neck.
Okay.
Like to try to end this thing.
Go for it. Let's see what you got.
18 to
Ooh,
20.
Yeah,
3.
you hit him. Roll damage. We'll see what happens.
So that is 7.
All right. Tell me exactly how you kill Krampus, because he's done now. That was the final blow. So how does it happen?
Well, I see my friend just dead, straight dead, and I'm like, you killed my friend. Pull out my bow, in all slow, and if cinematic, it'd be all slow-mo.
Oh yeah.
And then I would be like, I'd say something really clever. Not saying it was just revoked, because I can say it's been reinstated, and I let go. And it goes right through his neck.
And it does, as you see blood spray out the other side, and Krampus hits the ground as smoke just flies in the air from all of his singed, burnt goat hair. And he's done. Last exhale. As you guys can see, all the gnomes in the room all of a sudden snap back to life out of their little haze that they were in. You guys obviously go and tend to Dane. You go and help him out. You manage to, he's brought himself like a medical kit, right? Little doctor's bag and whatnot. You guys pick it out of his bag and you manage to patch him up, get him stabilized, and he's awake. He's pretty damaged, he's pretty hurt, but fortunately he's a cleric and he has ways of fixing that, so.
Yes, I will immediately cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right, yeah,
You guys did not fix me right at all.
yeah.
That's right.
It's like clearly none of you are trained in any sort of medical fashion.
Oh my god.
I was, but I am. I just need to.
3 hit points. I healed myself 3 hit points. No, 4. Sorry.
That's all right. You're not like lying on the ground dying anymore, so that's a plus. You had a rough day, but we'll sleep it off. It'll be all better.
Is he dead?
Yes, he's dead.
Good.
Do you know what dead is?
Yes, I was almost there myself.
How was it?
Not fun.
No?
Yep, but Odin seemed to be on my side and decided to bring me back.
I should only be able to fly when I cast a
Seems
spell,
like a nice
but
guy.
it'll be way more cinematic if I primordial
Sometimes.
myself down.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
So he does that. He flies down to the ground.
Fucking a halfling down a ladder at the end of the movie.
You just fly to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, that-
Should only be after a spell, but
He
not
just
gonna
fin-
climb down a ladder to end the quest.
He finished shooting off some cantrips,
Right,
so
right.
it's still within the realm of possibility.
Just throw a firebolt at your feet. Now I can fly!
The gnomes, no longer enchanted, cheer and thank each of the adventurers with handshaking, pats on the back, and hugs. A moment later, an old bearded gnome appears towards the rear of the crowd, who was not there a minute ago. He introduces himself to the heroes as Kringle. Kringle is a tall old gnome with a kindly, jolly-looking face. He's wearing a red coat and a hat trimmed in white fur. He is tall and plump for a gnome and strokes his white beard as he speaks to you. He says, "I can't begin to thank you enough for the wondrous service you have provided today. I always knew Krampus would one day return to seek his revenge on me. Unfortunately, I'm not as spry in my old age, and I was not prepared for his dark, enchanting magic. Without you, this most certainly would have been the saddest Kringlefest ever. Now that I'm free from Krampus's evil enchantment, we have just enough time to finish preparing the sleigh for flight and delivering presents to all the children of Iceville. Before I leave, though, I have very special presents I crafted specifically for each of you. I had a strange feeling you would be visiting us this holiday season, so I made special gifts for each of you. For you, Dane,
Yes, Kringle! How nice to meet you!
it's nice to meet you as well, Dane. Now, I know you are a loyal follower of Odin, and so I have handcrafted for you your very own Odin action figure. He has karate chop action and can say 5 different catchphrases. If you carry this with you, you will always feel a strong connection to Odin.
That is amazing. Wow. Now Odin will be with me always.
He will. It's a custom action figure. And for you, Nelly, I know that you have seen your fair share of dark and disturbing things, and nothing I could do could ever fix that.
How does he know?
But I do have an endless bottle of wine, so that might help just a little bit. As he hands you a bottle of wine, and you take a sip from it, you look at it, and you realize that it hasn't gone down at all. It's still full, right to the brim.
I've never felt so happy in my life. Thank you. Thank you
welcome.
so much. I can fill every hole with the beautiful wine.
All right. And
Words cannot express.
you as well, Granger. As a ranger, I know you enjoy spending lots of time in the woods. So to make your outdoor excursions more comfortable, I have handmade a special self-heating pup tent. No longer will you suffer in the cold after a long day of adventuring. This pup tent is always the perfect temperature.
Oh wow, this is just what I need because I get sick of living in the trees and sleeping in minus 30-degree weather and freezing to death. So thank you, Kringle.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And finally for you, Dory, I did not forget about you. I know you're a sorcerer. I know you're a big fan of fire and light. So here you go. This is a magical self-lighting quarterstaff. It has a strobe light pattern. You can make any sort of color you want. It's like your own little dance light.
Oh, I'm gonna be so interesting now. Start playing with it.
I preset it with Christmas settings, so you can go out and enjoy Kringlefest and dance around with your enchanted light staff.
Sweet. Dancing
Wow,
with it.
thank you, Kringle.
Yes, thank you all, but alas, I must make a hasty exit. I still have to make my way to every house in Iceville to ensure that each and every child has a present to open in the morning of Kringlefest. The city and I owe you all a debt that can never truly be repaid. You will forever be welcomed here, and I will ensure each of you always has a present from me under your Kringle tree every single year, no matter where you are. Farewell, and many thanks to all of you. You notice the gnomes have opened up a large door on the side of the building and are leading a sleigh pulled by 8 reindeer, loaded with bags and parcels. With a wiggle of his nose, Kringle disappears and reappears in the driver's seat. He pulls on the reins as the reindeer begin running, lifting the sleigh off the ground and high into the sky. Within seconds, it is gone from sight, headed towards the small, magical city of Iceville. The party celebrates with the gnomes in the workshop, drinking mead, playing games, and singing Kringle carols. The air is filled with a calm sense of peace and prosperity. It truly feels as if though all is right in the world, if only for a single day on this magical and wonderful Kringlefest. So congratulations, everyone. You saved Kringle from Krampus. Good job.
Yay!
You did it. All right, and thank all of you for joining us. We appreciate that. And have a wonderful Kringlefest, everyone.
Merry Kringlefest!